A recent video featuring Caitlin Clark has been circulating widely online, giving fans a much more personal look at her life and the people who helped shape her journey. The interview, produced by Glamour in partnership with Eli Lilly and Company, reveals a side of Clark that audiences rarely get to see. In this open and heartfelt conversation, she talked about the important women who influenced her along the way. She explained that her mother remains her emotional foundation, especially during difficult moments. Clark shared that when she suffered an injury during the season, her first instinct was to call her mom and ask her to come visit, cook homemade meals, and simply be with her. Clark described that moment, saying that when she got hurt, she immediately reached out asking, "Mom, can you fly here, make me a meal, and spend time with me?" She explained that her mother has always been the person who brings her a sense of comfort and safety. Clark admitted that she may have taken that feeling for granted as a child, but now realizes just how meaningful it was. She added that preparing healthy meals has become a therapeutic pastime for her, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. She enjoys putting on music, cooking from scratch, and creating meals that remind her of the warm, secure environment she grew up in. She also expressed deep appreciation for the influence of her longtime coach, Lisa Bludder. Even though they've been apart for 2 years and Bludder has since retired, they still stay in regular contact. Clark reflected fondly on one of Bludder's most impactful traditions, organizing breast cancer awareness games where survivors shared their stories with the team. These women, who were devoted Iowa basketball supporters, spent time with the players and spoke about the joy the team brought into their lives. Clark said these conversations gave her and her teammates a greater sense of perspective, helping them understand the emotional impact their team had on others far beyond wins and losses. During the commentary portions of the video, reactions highlighted how surprising and refreshing these insights were. Many noted how revealing it was to learn that when Clark was injured, she called her mother and asked her to fly in, spend time with her, and cook for her, moments fans had never heard about. Observers appreciated that this type of personal content keeps fans engaged and helps them see an entirely new dimension of Clark. Whether her agent arranged the interview or not, many agreed it showed a different, more relatable version of her that they loved seeing. Clark continued discussing her partnership with Lilly, saying she values the company's authentic dedication to supporting women's sports. With both Clark and the pharmaceutical company based in Indianapolis, the relationship feels natural and meaningful. Their logo, featured on the Fever jerseys, makes the collaboration visible every time she steps onto the court. Clark also spoke about her childhood idol, Maya Moore, who she admired regardless of gender. Meeting Moore for the first time and watching her play in person became one of her most cherished childhood memories. When Moore surprised her by attending an Iowa game and sitting courtside, it meant a great deal that someone she looked up to so deeply took the time to show support. Clark later attended Moore's induction into the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame, where Moore's emphasis on building strong team culture and being a supportive teammate resonated powerfully with Clark. Having been part of great teams herself, Clark said Moore's words rang true and reflected exactly how influential team dynamics can be across an entire career. Another early influence she mentioned was a picture book titled Winners Never Quit, which told the story of soccer legend Mia Hamm. Clark said that when her parents read to her before bed, this was always the book she insisted on choosing. The themes of resilience and determination stood out to her, and she noted the broader impact that the U.S. women's soccer team had, not only on female athletes, but on women and girls everywhere. Their ability to inspire and unite people left a lasting impression on her. Some commentary added that Lisa Bludder had also recently shared new information about Clark in a separate interview with Sarah Spain, details fans had never heard before, further strengthening the public's understanding of Clark's character and motivations. This personal content, many noted, has been particularly important as the Caitlin Clark era continues to generate excitement and criticism alike. Clark explained that she feels fortunate to work with a company like Lilly, especially because they genuinely care about women's sports. The fact that the company is headquartered in Indianapolis, where she now plays, makes the partnership feel especially fitting. She spoke again about her admiration for Maya Moore, calling her the basketball player she adored most while growing up. Seeing Moore inducted into the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame and listening to her speak about the importance of team culture and how deeply it shaped her life reinforced themes Clark has carried throughout her own career. She also reflected on how meaningful it is to see young fans, boys and girls alike, packing arenas and wearing her jersey. These moments, she said, are unforgettable and something she never takes for granted. With her Player Edition shoes set to release soon, there has been public discussion about how fan support through merchandise and engagement remains crucial. Some commentators have suggested that Clark's future success may be shaped by returning to the basketball fundamentals and personal qualities that first made her a star, her elite performance, and her genuine, down-to-earth personality. Others have suggested that reconnecting with her roots at Iowa, perhaps by attending games or training sessions, could help her stay grounded in what built her foundation. Clark also has several events lined up for November, including a golf appearance, keeping her busy throughout the off-season. The interview has clearly fulfilled what fans have been craving during the break: more personal insight, more human moments, and a closer connection to one of the biggest stars in basketball today. The final portion of your text shifts into commentary about Project B and allegations surrounding potential Saudi funding. Here is that section rephrased with all content preserved. When this story originally broke, the situation was clear. The Saudi Public Investment Fund appeared on the list of investors. However, as the news developed, especially after the WNBA Players Union president signed what is reported to be at least a $2 million deal, and likely more given her status as a former WNBA MVP, the information surrounding Saudi involvement suddenly became less straightforward. Front Office Sports then revealed new details about the league's provisional name and its list of athlete backers, which included Steve Young, Atlanta Barrett, Candace Parker, Novak Djokovic, and initially Maverick Carter, although Carter later withdrew. The moment the Players Association president became the first athlete to officially join Project B, signing a deal reportedly worth at least $2 million, the situation raised immediate questions. Given her accomplishments, the real compensation is likely higher. This sparked widespread curiosity about whether the new league had financial ties to Saudi Arabia, especially since the WNBA has long promoted itself as aligned with social justice and activism.